Good day, sir. For today's video, we are going to discuss about MySQL Server. Its history, pros and cons, and configuration in installing MySQL Server in Ubuntu, creating database, creating table with its fields, and lastly, inserting data in each table. And before we will discuss the MySQL, let me introduce to you our group mates. The first one is me, Mingy Alan Ray L. The second one is Aga G. B. Next is Ninyaza Albert A. And then Abanel Angel Me A. And lastly, Kanlom Jemery L. So, let's start.
Thank you, Kuya Alan. Now, let's proceed to the history of Microsoft SQL. Microsoft SQL Server is a relational database management system with a long history and a whole lot of updates introduced over the years. The initial release of Microsoft SQL took place in 1989. So the process of evolution of Microsoft SQL Server has taken 32 years and counting. In 1998, Microsoft released its first version of SQL Server. It was designed for the OS/2 platforms and was developed jointly by Microsoft and Sybase. During the early 1990s, Microsoft began to develop a new version of SQL Server for the NT platform. While it was under development, Microsoft decided that SQL Server should be tightly coupled with the NT operating system.
Ready?
Thank you, Angel. Now, let's continue the discussion of the history of MySQL Server. In 1992, Microsoft assumed core responsibility for the future of SQL Server for NT. In 1993, Windows NT 3.1 and SQL Server 4.2 for NT were released. In 1995, Microsoft released version 6.0 of SQL Server. This release was a major rewrite of SQL Server's core technology. Version 6.0 substantially improved performance, provided built-in replication, and delivered centralized administration. In 1996, Microsoft released version 6.5 of SQL Server. This version brought significant enhancements to the existing technology and provided several new features. In 1997, Microsoft released version 6.5 Enterprise Edition. In 1998, Microsoft released version 7.0 of SQL Server, which was a complete rewrite of the database engine. In 2000, Microsoft released SQL Server 2000. SQL Server version 2000 is Microsoft's most significant release of SQL Server to date.
Advantages of using SQL Server such as number 1, easy to install. SQL is easy to use and can be installed via setup wizard, unlike database servers requiring extensive command line configuration. SQL Server offers a user-friendly installation interface. Number 2, enhanced performance. With built-in transparent data compression and encryption feature, the SQL Server offers enhanced performance. To secure and encrypt the data, user not modify programs. SQL Servers provides efficient permission management tool with access control designed to help user in secure sensitive business information. Number 3, SQL Server Edition. SQL Server comes in several editions to cater the needs of corporate enterprises and domestic and remote users. Different editions vary in features and price range. Therefore, organizations can choose the version suitable for their operational needs. The editions include Enterprise. This edition is usually for larger enterprises with greater data storage requirements. It provides data warehousing and web-enabled databases. Enterprise-grade SQL Server offers the essential features an organization expects. Standard. Standard SQL Server Edition is best for small and medium scale businesses. Moreover, it can be used for branch offices and small web servers as a back-end database. The standard version has no user limit. Express. Express SQL Server Edition is free of cost, has limited user capacity, and includes fewer features compared to the standard and enterprise SQL Server editions. Number 4. Highly secure. The SQL Server database is highly secure and uses sophisticated encryption algorithms, making it virtually impossible to break the security layers. SQL Server is a commercial relational database with additional security feature to reduce the risk of attack. Number 5. Excellent data restoration and recovery mechanism. SQL Server consists of several sophisticated features to help restore and recover loss of damaged data. With the help of advanced recovery tools, it's possible to recover to complete database, the core components of an SQL Server. The database engine controls data storage and help to execute the demands and queries of the users, including transactions, files, and access. Large organizations commonly use these facilities of SQL Server. And the last is number 6. Lower.
Disadvantages of SQL. Although SQL has a many advantages, and still there's a few disadvantages also. So first disadvantages is complex interface. SQL has a difficult interface that makes few users uncomfortable while dealing with the database. The second is partial control. Due to the hidden business rule, complete control not given to the database. Third is cost. Some versions are costly and hence, and a programmer cannot access it.
So my co-members already discussed about MySQL Server history and the pros and cons of the MySQL Server. Now I will gonna discuss to you how to install the MySQL Server in the Ubuntu. So here I have already opened my VirtualBox. Okay, so now I have opened my Mozilla Firefox, and this is the steps to uh, install the MySQL server. So sudo apt. So let's open our terminal. So type the update. Okay, so our password. As you can see now, it's updating the repository. Let's just wait until the update is done, then we will enter another command. Okay, now it's already done updating. So let's now next is to sudo upgrade. So sudo apt upgrade. Now enter. So let's just type Y to say yes, to continue, and enter. Okay, it's already done. Oh, that was quite matagal. So do if the upgrade is finished. Now let's go to the step 2, which is installing MySQL Server. So sudo apt install MySQL Server. Let's copy, then let's go back and paste and enter. Okay, now we'll see yes. Um, it's now installing. Okay, so we're done. So we have already installed our MySQL server. Now, SQL server. So our MySQL server is version 8.0.31 Ubuntu for Linux. Okay, now we have already installed our MySQL server. So next is we will gonna okay. Now let's just create so let's create a database called DB create database DB alin DB. Okay, enter. Okay, we have now created now let's see if we have already created. Okay, as you can see here in my field databases, here we have already created the database LMDB. So we're gonna create now a table. So in now we have already created the database, which is the LMDB. So now we are gonna create its table. So first we are gonna select our table. So let's select it by no, not the table but the database instead. We're gonna select our database that we just created. So we're gonna use the command use, then the name of your database, which is LNDB. Then don't forget the semicolon, then enter. Okay, now we are now using the database that we just created. So let's now create the table and its field. So by using the create table command, then the name of your table, which will be users, then the open parentheses, then the name of your field, which is first name, let's just got F name, which is the first name, then the type of the field, we're gonna use varchar, which is then its length, so we'll just use 50 for its length, then not null, then comma, middle name and name, varchar again for string, 50, then not now. Then last name is worker still. Then 50 is the length. Then not now. Oh, I forgot. We need the ID. User ID. So let's user ID. Let's still int 6 and not now. Okay, that will be the prime will be the field which is going to be the primary key. Then password, still it's we're gonna use the varchar. The length will be still 50, I think. Then not now. Then username still is worker. Then 50 and not now. Then we're gonna select the primary key, which is the user ID primary key. Which is the user ID close parenthesis and another close parenthesis for the one that we just opened after after the users. Then don't forget the semicolon and then hit enter. Oh, personal. Ay, sorry. Again, let's type again because as you can see there is an error because I misspelled the primary key. I put a key in the primary. So let's again create table. Name is the users. Then the user ID and the 6. Then not now. Then F name varchar 50. Not now. M name varchar 50. Not now. L name, which is the last name, varchar, sorry, varchar 50, not now. Then username, varchar. So make sure that you will not be misspelled because it will take a while in writing again. So not now. Then the password still varchar. Then 50. Not now. Then now let's set up our primary key. Okay. Then open. Then let's select the user ID and then close and then hit enter. Okay, so when the command line when the prompt will say query okay, 0 is affected, 1 warning, so it means that you have just created your what's that table and its field. So let's see if we have really created the table. So let's use the describe command, which is the users describe users. Okay, now as you can see, we have now created table for users, which is the users table, which is have the field user ID with its type, and the null everything is null, which has the primary case the user ID, and the default are all null. So I think I have shown you all the necessary steps in installing the MySQL server, creating a database, creating the what do you call this, the table, a table for that your database. And now lastly we will gonna insert the we're gonna insert the data in our table. So to insert, okay, okay. So to insert, we're gonna okay. Okay, now I already have shown you the necessary steps. Now let's insert our data. So let's insert into users. Yes, ma'am. Okay, now let's insert into users. So this will be going, we're gonna insert our data into the users by using the command insert into. So let's insert into users. So now let's type the insert into the command, then the name of your uh, what's that, the name of your table, which is users, then open parenthesis, then double quote, open double quote, then insert the data that you want, which is the first is the user ID. So we're gonna use one as it's okay, just one. Then the varchar, which is f name. So when it is int, don't use open quotation, just put the number. Then the varchar, if it's varchar, then use the string command, which is your f name. So I will gonna put my name, Alan Ray. Okay. Then next is my middle name, which is Larvora. Then another is my last name, which is Mingy. Then username will be Alan Ram. Then the password is 12345. Then end it. Then we're gonna again insert another, which will be the two. Will be my class. Will be my co-members, which is Angel, me, Alicante, Adanino, Angel, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then close. Then another set will be 3, Elbrus, Ahmad Nanieza. Elbrus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then last but not the least, I don't know, there are two more. It's okay, three, no, it's four. So J, Bacolod, Agad, which is J2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then close, then open. Last, this will be the last, which is the fifth member, which is Jean Marie. I don't know his I forgot. Let's just say that is Lumikit. Okay, then its last name is Canlom. For sure, it's Canlom. Okay, now let's end it with semicolon and let's enter. Oh, there's something wrong again. You have an error. Contact checks the man check entered into users. What's wrong with it? Syntax version for the syntax is 1. Okay. What about 1? Okay, there's nothing wrong with it. Insert into users, which is the users. 1 is the user ID, my name, Agurami, password, username, password. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, let's check. Yeah. It's in. So it should be 1. Okay. Okay, insert into movies value. Okay, that's it. For story, there is oops, command, which is the value command. Okay, space, then value, that is, then enter. Oh, another. Sorry, you should be very careful because they will gonna be air if you have something wrong with it. So, Jim, then let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now let's hit enter. I think this okay. It's now okay. So query okay, 5 is affected, records 5, duplicate 0, and warning 0. So as you can see here, there is a records which we have inserted 5 different data of each users. So let's now see if we have really inserted it. So let's use the select command. Select from nope, from then users. Then let's see. Hit enter. Okay. Now as you can see here, we have now select the users table, which has a user ID, the F name, the main name, and the L name, and the username and password. And now we have already done it, and all there are some errors, but still we have created perfectly, or not perfectly, but we have created all the steps of the skills in creating a database. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something, and see ya.